for me, there's some interesting matchups for this one. Notre Dame plays a lot of man coverage on defense. Obviously, we've talked about Ohio State's wide receivers. Will they torch them with those amazing wide receivers if Notre Dame is going to stick to that traditional man coverage? Notre Dame theoretically has a dangerous ground game in the playoffs, but those stats are kind of skewed because of Jeremiah Love's 98-yard touchdown against Indiana. Outside of that, they're just averaging 3.3 yards per carry in the playoffs. So, maybe not so much. Add to that, Riley Leonard has a very different rating when he has time versus when he's pressured. So they're going to have some success on the ground in order to keep him upright and ensure that he has the opportunities for success. Um, Ohio State's offense really needs no introduction after what we've seen them do in the playoffs so far. I think I talked about this last week, and this is kind of a rehash of a little bit of what I expect, and that is that it's a pick your poison type of thing if you're Notre Dame on defense. You got those amazing wide receivers, but then they'll just gas you in the run game if you key in on them, and then vice versa. So, you got to sort of go with what you think and hope you've thought the right thing when you when you set up a certain scheme. Um, Credit to Notre Dame for getting this far, which I think some Notre Dame fans thought that I wasn't crediting them in their win over Georgia, but obviously they did what they needed to do to get this far. I just got to go with my gut in this one, though, after watching what I've seen so far. So, because of the reasons I've mentioned, I'm going with Ohio State here, 28-17. Jesse, what's your prediction?
I've been
This is for
waffling.
all the chips.
Yeah, I've really been waffling back and forth on this one. Um, but and it would pain me to pick either. So it really like I'm not showing favoritism. I don't like either.
Right.
I'm gonna pick Ohio State though. I think they're too hot right now. And I know Notre Dame has obviously been successful, but I think just Ohio State has played more competitive of a schedule than Notre Dame has. So I'm going to go with the Buckeyes in this one. I think it's going to be a close one. I think it's going to be 27-21.
Hit it exactly right, and you win it all. So, Matt, what do you got?
No pressure. By the way, Wes, I had to resist the urge to go. Did you ask? Tell them they're the Lord's cheaps. I had to repress that urge.
I
That
was
being
trying
said,
to.
Esqueleto. Um, by the way, we're referencing Nacho Libre for those of you that may
Yeah,
never seen it. You should watch it. It's a fantastic
you
movie
got
with
to
Jack.
see it if you haven't.
By the way, I just want to go on record saying I am not Jack Black. I know the beard kind of gives you that vibe, but like I told that guy on TikTok, I'm not Jack Black. Or maybe I am. No, I wish I was that talented. Anyway, and that funny. And that rich, for that matter. That being said, I'm going to shut up and talk football now. I just want to be very clear about something, and I think I speak for all three of us when we say this. We don't like either one of these teams. And we also apparently don't know football this season, as many people have reminded us in the comments on a lot of our YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all those. Like, sure, we
Because
don't know
how
ball
dare
anyway.
we have an opinion
No,
about a
we're not
football
allowed.
game
We're not
and
allowed to have
post it?
opinions. We're not allowed to have opinions, Wes. That being said, I've crunched the numbers. I've done the work. I'm picking Ohio State in this game. 28-21. And that's my final
Okay.
score. By the way, that last touchdown that Notre Dame gets, I think, comes late to make it close, but it's not going to make
Ah,
it.
okay.
I think the majority of this game is going to be 28-10, 28-14, somewhere in there, and then then Notre Dame gets something late. Touchdown Jesus is not going to be happy.